And now it's time for Development Debates, where we dig deeper into some of the questions shaping the future and present of China. Today, we will discuss the desire to build skyscrapers in China. Currently, the world's tallest building still belongs to the Burj Khalifa Tower. The tower finished construction in 2010. It was more than 2,700 feet high with 162 floors. That world record is expected to be broken by a Chinese skyscraper. Chinese media reported last Sunday that the skyscraper broke ground. The new tower is named Sky City. A particularly interesting thing about it is that it isn't located in one of the country's first-tier cities. It's located in a barely known second-tier city. The city is Changsha. It's the capital of the Hunan province in central China. Its height is planned to reach 2,750 feet. That's around 50 feet higher than the Burj Khalifa Tower. The 202-floor building is being made to include apartments, hotels, schools, hospitals, and other parts that make up a functioning city. The expected capacity is 30,000 people. The real estate developer, the Broad Group, announced that the entire construction will cost 9 billion renminbi, or $1.46 billion. What's more astonishing is that by next April, the entire building will finish its construction. That's just 7 months for building the world's tallest building. By comparison, it took more than 5 years to build the Burj Khalifa Tower. The total cost of that building was double the expected cost of Sky City. China's skyscrapers exceeded 350 as of last year. That number is similar to that of the United States. Out of the standing and constructing 10 tallest skyscrapers, more than half of them are located in China. But the real question is, does China really need so many skyscrapers to handle its mass urbanization plans? To respond to people's doubts, one of Changsha's local newspapers interviewed Sky City's real estate developer, the Broad Group. The company spokesman said that there are several advantages to building Sky City. First, Broad Group has the world's most advanced modularized construction technology. It allows over 90% of the construction to be completed in their factory. On a construction site, it only needs 3,000 workers to assemble each modular. Using this method, it saves both time and money. Second, the company said that the building contains almost every necessary facility in it. People who lived in the tower would not have to go outside for their daily needs. Third are the environmental benefits. The company points out that this would remove 2,000 private vehicles from the city. Other than that, the skyscraper only needs to consume 1/5 of the energy compared to other skyscrapers. Fourth, it's made to avoid disasters. It's built to withstand a magnitude 9 level earthquake. Also, it can keep steady for up to 3 hours after catching fire. All these points could be real advantages. However, not everyone is buying it. Economist Xu Yili gives more analysis from an economic perspective to point out the negatives. Xu referred to the Lawrence Spell to support his opinion. The Lawrence Spell is a probability index invented by the German economist Andrew Lawrence in 1999. The term was used to find relevance between skyscraper construction and economic downturn. It theorizes that economies overheat by the time most skyscrapers are built. When these skyscrapers finish construction, it's a sign of an economic recession. This happened in 5 separate incidents since 1908. Every time that there is a drove of skyscraper construction, an economic recession has followed. The latest case was when the Burj Khalifa Tower was finished. Following the construction, the European debt crisis occurred. Xu points out the economic logic behind the Lawrence Spell. In essence, skyscrapers belong to a long-term investment plan. They always begin when interest rates are at a very low level. However, during the construction, capital from banks flows into the consumer market. This will increase interest rates. The fluctuated interest rate also leads to a change in commercial product prices. The rising price shrinks market demand. Eventually, it makes long-term investment items, such as skyscrapers, lose their greater purpose. Those involved in the project might take on huge hits, or at least liquidity problems. The impact would have a big influence on capital markets and the banking systems. In turn, this could cause another round of financial and economic downturns. This round of skyscraper enthusiasm in China is a result of the government's $650 billion economic stimulus plan from 2008. The plan was supposed to help the economy handle the global crisis. Somehow, the project came from it. The one big exception to the skyscraper is that it's being built to replace the entire city. It isn't a traditional skyscraper for several reasons. The biggest being its quiet location, so it might actually be exempt from the theory. However, China's push for skyscrapers in Shanghai could be related to the theory. Sky City might be a strange sort of second-tier jealousy. It might also be a sign of desperation in trying to reform China's industries.